How to stay focused while studying. If you clicked this video, it's probably because you're tired of sitting down with good intentions, opening your book or laptop, and then somehow ending up distracted, restless, or mentally gone within minutes. You didn't click this to hear motivation. You clicked because you want real focus, and more importantly, you want to understand why staying focused feels so hard in the first place. Staying focused while studying isn't just a productivity issue, it's a mental struggle, a neurological struggle, a daily fight between what you want to do and what your brain keeps pulling you away from. This video matters because focus isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something your brain is constantly negotiating, and most students are losing that negotiation without even realizing why. Think about what actually happens when you try to study. You sit down, you open your material. For a moment, you feel ready, and then the noise starts. Sometimes it's external, people talking, phones buzzing, background sounds. Other times it's internal, random thoughts, memories, worries, boredom, the urge to check something, the feeling that you should be doing literally anything else. You want to focus, but your attention keeps slipping away. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't care, but because your brain is responding to something deeper. Maybe you've noticed how certain environments completely destroy your concentration, or how even in a quiet room, your mind can still feel noisy. Maybe you've felt that strange mental fatigue where the words are in front of you, but nothing is going in, or that frustration of rereading the same line over and over, realizing you're not absorbing anything. These are not personal failures, these are signals. So, here's the real question. If the human brain evolved to learn, to solve problems, to plan and adapt, why does it fight you so hard when you try to focus? And what is actually happening inside your mind when distraction takes over? The answer to that changes everything about how you study. Because once you understand what focus really is, you stop trying to force it, and you start building it. Most people think focus is a single skill, like a switch you either turn on or off. But neurologically, focus is not one thing. It's a system, a network of processes working together. And when that system is overwhelmed, understimulated, or emotionally conflicted, focus collapses. Your brain did not evolve for textbooks. It evolved for survival. Its primary job is to scan for change, novelty, threat, and reward. That means anything new, emotional, unpredictable, or immediately gratifying will always compete for attention more strongly than something slow, abstract, and effortful. Studying is slow. Notifications are fast. Studying is delayed reward. Distractions are instant reward. Every time you try to focus, your brain is unconsciously asking a question. Is this worth my energy right now? If the answer feels unclear, your attention starts searching for something that feels more meaningful, more stimulating, or more urgent. This is why noisy environments hurt focus, not just because they are loud, but because they continuously signal change, and your brain is wired to track change. It's why multitasking destroys deep study. Every switch forces your brain to reorient itself, burning mental fuel each time. It's why emotional stress silently wrecks concentration. When your brain detects uncertainty, it redirects resources away from learning and toward monitoring. And this is also why willpower alone rarely works. Forcing yourself to study without changing the conditions is like trying to swim upstream while pretending the current isn't there. Real focus begins when your environment and your mind are no longer working against each other. One of the most powerful shifts a student can make is moving from motivation to structure. Motivation is emotional and unstable. Structure is neurological. When your study space is consistent, when your cues are predictable, when your distractions are physically distant, your brain stops scanning and starts settling. Your nervous system learns patterns. Sit in the same place, start at similar times, use the same opening ritual. Over time, these signals begin telling your brain something important. This is where effort happens. And effort slowly becomes engagement. But environment alone isn't enough, because focus is not just about where you study. It's about how your brain experiences the work itself. Your brain focuses best when three conditions overlap: meaning, clarity, and manageable challenge. Meaning doesn't mean loving the subject. It means understanding why the information matters to you personally. When material feels disconnected from your goals, your brain treats it as low priority. But when you link what you're studying to something real, a future outcome, a skill, an identity, a problem you want to solve, attention stabilizes. The brain invests in what feels relevant. Clarity is the second condition. Many students try to study while mentally confused. They read without a clear question. They highlight without a goal. They review without knowing what mastery would even look like. This creates cognitive fog, and fog kills focus. The brain struggles to stay engaged when it doesn't know what it's aiming for. The moment you shift from "I am studying" to "I am trying to answer this," your attention sharpens. Focus loves targets. The third condition is manageable challenge. If something is too easy, the brain gets bored. If it's too hard, the brain becomes stressed. Both states lead to distraction, but when difficulty is just slightly above your current ability, something different happens. Curiosity emerges, engagement deepens, time perception changes. This is the state where real learning happens. Here's something worth thinking about. How often do you design your study sessions to reach that state, instead of randomly consuming material and hoping focus appears? Because focus is not summoned, it is constructed. So ask yourself this: when you sit down to study, are you giving your brain a reason to stay, or are you simply demanding that it does? The students who build powerful focus are not the ones with stronger discipline. They are the ones who understand how attention works. They shape their environment. They simplify their goals. They reduce friction. They respect mental energy. They study in ways that invite the brain in, instead of dragging it along. Start small. Create a study space that signals seriousness and safety. Remove the objects that represent alternative realities: your phone, extra tabs, background noise that doesn't serve you. Let your nervous system feel that this space has one purpose. Before every session, define what success means for the next block of time. Not hours, not the entire subject, just the next clear objective. Something answerable, something finishable. This gives your attention an anchor. Then design the work to stay inside your challenge range. Break complexity into steps. Turn reading into questioning. Turn memorization into testing. Turn information into active engagement. The more your brain participates, the less it looks for escape. And finally, protect recovery. Focus is expensive. Without rest, it becomes unstable. Short breaks, light movement, and real sleep are not luxuries. They are part of the system. Staying focused while studying is not about becoming someone new. It is about learning how your mind already works. If this video helped you see focus differently, consider subscribing to Neuro. We explore the psychology and neuroscience behind everyday struggles, so you can work with your brain instead of fighting it. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you personally struggle with the most when trying to focus? Share it in the comments. Your experience might help someone else feel understood.